Okay, so this little thing right here might be a societal game changer, or at least the idea of this little thing right here. So one of the things I've been talking about for a while now, since the whole COVID pandemic happened, is basically the idea that a lot of folks would be more than happy to move back to rural or at least small town, small city type areas, but for a long time they haven't been able to because basically the big cities are where all the resources are. Now that you have Netflix, so you can watch, movies from anywhere, now that you have Amazon, so you can buy things from anywhere, really the one thing holding people back to a lot of the big city areas was essentially an internet connection, right? In order to use Netflix, in order to order from Amazon, you needed a good internet connection for that to work. And so one of the big problems you can have is that in that many of these areas, the internet connections are piss poor. So I'm here, even in downtown Asheville, North Carolina, and here I'm stuck with a DSL service for a hardwired connection. There is no fiber, there is no cable internet, there is simply DSL service, which is actually 12 to 18 down, but only 0.7 up. And so what's interesting here is the paradigm shift in basically network technology, where people are now moving to wireless systems. So you hear about Starlink, we hear a lot about Starlink, but one of the things that gets lost in the whole equation is these 4G LTE modems. So either 4G LTE modems or 5G modems, and companies such as ATT and Verizon, they are trying to now use these things as a way to replace landline service. Now here's the thing, right? If you have a landline, it means wire actually has to be run, right? In order to have your network equipment connected to the internet, you have to run a lot of wire. That is very resource intensive for all concerned. Here's the interesting thing. You start using modems like this. Basically, these are the router, LTE hotspot type thing. You don't need to run any extra cable. They can simply put up a tower somewhere over there, and as long as you can connect to the tower, you are now connected to the internet. And this is incredibly exciting. So I got this from AT&T. I get 25 up, 25 down, unlimited bandwidth per month, supposedly. Business class service. This is not a residential one. This is a business class service. And that's $100 a month. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're paying $100 a month for 25 by 25. But think about that. That's 25 by 25, and I can just pick this thing up and take it with me wherever I go. I don't have to reinstall it anywhere. I don't have to call AT&T and say, hey, I'm moving from office A to office B. Can you do something? I can just pick this thing up and take it with me. And I think this could be incredibly revolutionary. Again, imagine how much real estate is currently on the market, and it goes for a low rate because you can't get a good internet network connection in a building. Think about warehouse buildings. Think about in some of these older cities where they haven't been wired over the years. All of a sudden, that low-cost real estate, or that real estate that's been low cost because you don't have things like good internet connections, all of a sudden can be a lot more valuable to people, right? If you can get an office space for half the price and then pay $100 a month for one of these hotspots, that could be a hell of a deal. If we go over here, we'll take a look at the speed test. So the last time I ran the speed test, I got 12 down and 17 up. That's actually good for me. Let's see if we run the speed test again. Again, it's like all things. Get all things. You get better and worse signal. Like literally last night I was getting 25 by 20, or like 24 by 24. There we go. Okay, so now I'm getting 22, 23, 24, 26. Can you give me 27? So anyways, as you can see, getting some pretty good speed coming down. Now it's slowing down a little bit, but again, we're still over the 20. And then if we go and we're looking at upload speed now, a little slower than it was before, and I don't know, 15 megabits per second. So again, you think about congestion, think about people that are currently on the network, and so you'll get better and worse service. And again, I can understand why some people may not find this to be acceptable, but for somebody like me who's out here in Asheville, North Carolina, and I need to actually get a good internet service, this is literally a game changer. What happens? And again, from a societal standpoint, what I want you to think about is what happens when a whole bunch of people that liked living in a small town where they knew all their neighbors, that liked living in a small town where they felt like they had some control over the politics, that liked living in a small town where they knew teachers and could have communities and all that kind of things. They liked that type of environment, but but they also wanted to do something with their career. They also wanted to make some money. They also liked things like movies and nice clothes. What happens when those people are looking around and they're going, okay, we are going into new mask mandates. We are most likely going to be having new lockdowns within the next few months. Crime is going up. Taxes are going up. Services are going down. You know what? You know, $100 a month, and I can get all my internet service from the middle of North Kakalaki. That might be a societal seismic shift. The way that the car was a seismic shift, or the way that, you know, steamboats and those types of things were seismic shifts. I think this little thing could be as powerful as an airplane or a car at the end of the day. So again, whether or not you're impressed with this technology right now, the fact, 25 by 25, unlimited bandwidth, yeah, supposedly, $100 a month, and it's only gonna get better from that. This is when the world shifts. So anyways, I've got to go do a video. I just thought this was kind of cool. I am actually getting a different modem. Just so you know, I'll talk about that in a different video. AT&T actually sent me the wrong modem, because of course they did. I was actually supposed to be getting a modem that has a network connection. So I'll actually be able to connect my router into the modem that they're sending me, and then be able to build out my entire wired network that way. They just, you know, being AT&T, they had to screw something up. You know it's AT&T. If AT&T doesn't screw something up, they don't like you. It's like they don't even care about you anymore. But anyways, they're gonna be sending me one that'll have a network connection, so I can literally will actually plug this into my wired network, and then, like I say, your entire local network can be running off of one of these things. So anyways, really cool and exciting. I gotta go do some work.